Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Genesis 5, verse 1. This is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. This verse opens the genealogical scroll of Adam, but in the Zohar and Midrash, it is far more than a family record. It is a cosmic ledger that preserves the blueprint of humanity's origin, purpose, and spiritual inheritance. The first phrase we have, this is the book, the celestial record. The book is not just a written document, it is the heavenly archive containing the spiritual DNA of mankind. Every soul that will ever exist was inscribed here from the moment of Adam's creation. The Zohar calls it the Sefer HaChaim, in English, a book of life, a living scroll whose letters are composed of divine light. When Adam was formed, all souls destined to come forth were engraved in the supernal book. The Midrash says that this book was shown to Adam by God, revealing all future generations, including their leaders and prophets. Adam wept when he saw the short lifespan of some righteous souls, like King David, and offered years of his own life to extend theirs. The next phrase we have, of the generations of Adam, the flow of the human line. Generations means unfoldings. Each generation is a further emanation of Adam's essence, like branches from a root. The Zohar emphasizes that the root was pure, but each branch inherits both the divine image and the potential for distortion. The Midrash contrasts the Cainite and Sethite lines. Cain's generations ended in corruption, but Seth's generation preserved the likeness of Adam as originally intended. This verse marks the reset of the human story after Cain's extinction. The next phrase we have, in the day that God created man, eternal creation. The term in the day does not simply mean at a point in the past. It implies that man is continually sustained in creation. The Zohar teaches that every moment divine energy flows into humanity from the upper worlds, renewing creation daily in a spiritual sense. This verse reminds us our origin is not a historical accident, but an ongoing divine act. The last phrase we have, in the likeness of God made he him, the seal of the divine image. The word likeness, from Hebrew demut, refers to the sephirotic structure of the soul, intellect, and emotion, and sovereignty. Every human is a microcosm of the divine order. The Midrash says this likeness is moral as much as it is metaphysical. Just as God is merciful, so man should be merciful. As God is righteous, so man should act righteously. The image is both gift and responsibility. The Kabbalistic symbol behind the verse humanity as the living Torah. This verse reveals a mystical parallel. The book of Adam is like the Torah itself. Just as the Torah is composed of letters, so the generations of men are like letters in an unfolding scroll. Together, they form the cosmic story of redemption, each soul a letter, each generation a verse, each era a chapter. To summarize, Genesis 5 verse 1 begins Adam's genealogy, but in the Zohar and Midrash, it unveils humanity's cosmic origin. The lesson from the verse: humanity's story is a sacred scroll written in heaven before it is lived on earth. Each person is a letter in that scroll, carrying the divine image and the responsibility to reveal it in the world. That's it for today. Thank you very much for your donation. Be blessed, everyone, and I will see you on the next episode.